Hi there, I'm Kate McCombs.
And I'm Louise Bourchier.
And together we are Team Sex Ed.
Woohoo!
Today we are bringing you this video from amazing and overwhelming Times Square.
So many people, so many TV screens everywhere.
So the question that we are answering today is...
The question is, I have trouble having an orgasm. What are some tips to make that easier for me? So firstly, there's lots of reasons why a person might have trouble having an orgasm. So what are some of the reasons you can think of, Kate?
Well, one of the reasons could be something related to your medical condition or medication that you're taking. So if you suspect that this might be the case, we recommend chatting with your healthcare provider.
Absolutely.
More often than not, though, it's something that's a psychological challenge. And by psychological challenge, we don't mean that it's just in your head. We mean that it's related to thoughts or emotions or mental inputs that are keeping you from having that release and having that pleasure.
And also remember that it's only a problem if it's a problem for you. If you're experiencing pleasure and satisfaction in other ways, then you don't really have a problem at all.
All right, so our first suggestion is to prioritize your relaxation. Often what gets in the way of people having an orgasm is tension in their body. So what we encourage you to do is find what you need to optimize your environment to be as relaxing as possible. And then ask your partner to collaborate with you to help you create that optimal environment. So one thing that you can try to play around with is observing your breath, taking deeper breaths and really paying attention to your body's responses. And pay attention to when you're receiving pleasure, what you're doing with your breath. If you have a tendency to hold your breath or have really shallow breaths, explore that and see how you can have more relaxing full breaths.
Prioritize your arousal. Not getting sufficiently aroused is a big part of not being able to have an orgasm. So taking the time, investing a bit of effort in trying new techniques and really focusing on your arousal is really important.
So give some thought to what really turns you on. And if you need a little bit of inspiration, check out some erotica and share some sexy passages with your partner. 70 to 80% of people with vulvas need direct clitoral stimulation in order to experience an orgasm. So if you're not orgasming from vaginal penetration alone, you are actually in the majority.
So in terms of maximizing your arousal and chance of having an orgasm, you should experiment with different techniques. So rubbing around the different parts of the genitals with different pressure, rubbing on the clit, around other parts as well, and also possibly using a toy. So you might want to get a small vibrator to use against the clit. It's a very popular toy to start with. Or go with a stronger toy like a wall plug-in vibrator, like the original Magic Wand, which could be very successful for some people to, push them over the edge.
All right, so those were some starter suggestions for you on your journey to figuring out how to have an orgasm.
So thanks for watching. This is the last of our 10-part series we've spent in New York together. It's been great, Kate.
It's been awesome.
We've got to travel around to all different spots and make all sorts of sex ed videos for you, which I hope you've enjoyed them.
We'll see you next summer.